The Touch of the Master's Hand, Christ's Miracles for Today by Charles L. Ellen. His arm is 20 centuries long. The arm of Christ is no less than 20 centuries long. Well, there's reason to believe that Jesus was the century before people usually say he was. At least the Messiah part of the story. That is the amazing truth which sets our hearts to singing with new hope. With great interest we read, and Jesus, moved with compassion, put forth his hand and touched him. Mark 1:41. Physical disease, blindness, disturbed minds, guilt-burdened souls, sorrowful hearts, all were miraculously healed by the touch of the Master's hand. The greater miracle is his hand is still reaching out with the same transforming touch. The miracles he once wrought in Galilee are being repeated even now in your town and in my town. I say, as the first disciple said, we speak that we do know and testify that we have seen. John 3:11. The words in this book were not prepared for theoretical classroom discussion, like the last couple books, right? But for my own congregation on Sunday nights at Grace Methodist Church in Atlanta. For more than 8 years, I have watched the faces of an average of more than 1,000 people each Sunday night in that great church. Written in those faces are the same needs that Christ saw in the days of his flesh. At the conclusion of my sermon, I invite those present to walk down the aisle, kneel at the altar, and give Christ a chance to put his hand upon them. Each Sunday night through those 8 years, an average of not less than 600 people do come and make their humble confession, meekly kneeling upon their knees. I put these simple messages in printed form with the prayer that you who read will also be led to believe, to come to him and to experience a miracle within your own life by the touch of the Master's hand. Charles L. Ellen, Grace Methodist Church, 458 Ponce de Leon Avenue, Northeast, Atlanta, Georgia. Another way to say John 3:11, I assure you, we tell you what we know and have seen, and yet you won't believe our testimony. And this is the Tyndale. Well, no, it's the New Living Translation.